not a doctor, I'm a student. I'm studying computer science in Iran, software engineering. And also, I have an action plan about disaster caused by hackers and cybercrime. I love to share. Software problems can cause disasters. This could be accidental or intentional. For example, the problem in the Boeing 737 MAX software has been blamed for the crash on the Mahta and the Ethiopian airline plans recently. The electoral 737 MAX planes began being grounded. At present, all around the world. In this paper, I will focus on intentional software problems. Cybercrime. Cybercrime is a crime that involves a computer and a network. The computer may have been used in the commission of the crime, or it may be the target. Most of you might already be familiar with the cybercrimes. You've heard about hackers, robberies, and viruses. But not everyone knows how to protect their privacy against hackers. Cybersecurity includes the techniques of protecting computers, networks, programs, and data from unauthorized access or attacks that are aimed for exploitation. And it includes application security, disaster recovery, network security, and information security. Application security are measures that are taken during the development life cycle to protect applications from threats. And disaster recovery, which every business should have, are planning their process for disaster recovery and coming back to the normal business as quick as possible after the attack. Network security is to recognizing the threats and stop them from entering or spreading on the network. And the last one, which is the most important to me because it's what an end user, normal people deal with every day, is to protect privacy information from unauthorized access. These are really create wrong beliefs that can result in disaster. I'm not important, no one is looking for me. I don't have anything anyone would want, and I can stop them if anybody wants to. For your own self-esteem, I should say you are important. You're exactly what they're looking for. You don't need to be so famous or running huge business to get their attention. As long as you have data and money, you can be the target. When you're saying hackers, you might imagine some criminals. I should say not all hackers are bad. We have some good guys here, white hat hackers, which are completely legal. There are computer security specialists who break into protected systems to test their security. We have gray hat hackers, which are usually white hat hackers that sometimes violate laws for some personal reasons. And the black hat hackers, a hacker who violates computer security for maliciousness or personal gain. These are some motives for hacking: greed, challenge, fame and recognition, diversity and ideology, politics and religious. And also, I think revenge can be a motive too. Someone can hack you just because they don't like you. These are 4 common cyber attacks: man in the middle, phishing, social engineering, and malwares. Viruses, worms, and projects. Have you heard anything about these attacks? Anyone? Okay. Man in the middle is an attack where the hacker secretly relays and possibly alters the communication between 2 servers who believe they are directly communicating with each other. In phishing, an attacker masquerades as a popular entity or person in an email or other communication channels, like some advertising emails or something like letter emails, fake letter emails, to distribute links or attachments that can lead to an man-in-the-middle attack. And social engineering, this is real common as well because it doesn't need any special knowledge base in computer. Is to receive personal information such as password or IP address directly from victims with some questions. And malwares. We have 3 different types of malwares: Trojans, viruses, and worms. A virus is a piece of code that is capable of copying itself and infecting other exe files on the target computer. It can destroy data or damage the system. Worms mostly don't infect other programs on the computer. They spread on the target system, use the memory, and slow down the CPU. They just have effect on the speed of the computer. Trojans are so much like viruses. The difference is that the Trojan never make a copy of itself. They make a backdoor, and so the attacker can full access your computer for hidden data and identities. So there are some effective ways to reduce the risk of getting hacked. One of them is to pay attention to the URL. For example, banks, you should look at the bank's address. It should start with HTTPS. It is for private communication. So, and the last one should be green as well. If it's green, it means everything is secure and coded. No one is listening to what you're typing. No one can read it. If it's red, it means either this information are sniffing through the path from your computer and bank server, or the lifetime or the license is full. There are some more solutions to keep your information safe, like to have an antivirus software and keep it updated. Do not open unauthorized emails and unknown links. Do not install crack programs. Only authorized resources are available, because in my country sadly there's no copyright law. People can crack some programs and use it for free. And they're not safe because of some bugs they may have. They're dangerous. Using strong passwords, more than 8 letters, combination of capital and small letters and signs are useful too, and changing password once a month at least. So here's the problem in Iran. In Iran, students never learn anything about cyber attacks in schools. They use internet every day, like their laptop and cell phones, without being aware of the trees. And it's dangerous. It's like giving someone a car and driving lessons without teaching them how to drive. So the person is in danger, and the people around him, and also the society. I therefore propose an action plan to increase the students' awareness in order to get familiar with the importance of cybersecurity. We can decrease the cybercrime happening rate significantly by spreading cybersecurity culture by education. We already have seen lots of disaster caused by cybercrimes, and more will occur unless we educate everyone with lower degrees. As a person who has enough knowledge to provide basic lessons, I can make the first step with some of my friends in 3 schools in my hometown. 2 of them are the schools I used to study when I was in high school, and one of them is where my mom used to teach when she was a teacher. She's a retired teacher. So I think it's easy to get their permission to have our classes in their schools. And we don't need that much budget because we're volunteers, and also we don't need that much material because the schools have labs and they have computers. We can use their stuff in their place, and the only budget I think we need is to have some papers and brochures for students to study. Very little amount of budget this year. We can send our recommendation to the Ministry of Education to add some extra classes to schools about cybersecurity. There is a chance for it to be accepted because new ideas are usually welcome in the educational system. Hopefully we can have these classes in Karachi, my own city. And if we have good feedbacks, maybe one day we would have these classes all over the country. Timeline 2019. In crew preparing the plan, May start cybersecurity classes in 3 schools in my hometown of June. May reporting and have external reviews. And in July, I will send my recommendation to the Ministry of Education. Yeah, that's some challenges. Convincing responsible persons and authorities that cybersecurity is important and it needs to be added to educational topics in schools. And because of the gender separation in schools in Iran, female students may not be able to have classes in boys' high school. So we added a male IT student so he can teach boys. Any questions?
Thank you very much. Questions, please?
It's not actually a question.
Okay, Dennis.
I'd like to, it's a good presentation. I admire your action plan because me is also an advocate of cybersecurity in the Philippines.
Oh.
So your action plan, that is the right direction in teaching students because in our country, in the Philippines, that's also our problem. Grade schoolers, they access the internet. Since we have a firewall to protect the students from accessing illegal sites. But then, tools from the internet are also available to bypass the firewall, right?
Exactly right.
Yes, yes. So it's really now a potential problem and that can also can cause disasters, especially in hacking the system. So I'd like to share a recent experience 2 weeks ago. I will not name the person. A person comes to me. He said her laptop has been hacked from the airport. He just clicked a message pop up. It says your computer is infected with virus. So he doesn't know any cyber security measure. So what she did was she clicked on the link. So upon clicking the link, the hacker already controlled her computer. And then asked for her number. Since she was already confused, doesn't know what to do, the hacker asked her to pay him at $300, or else on the next day, her computer will be wiped out. So the person goes to me. I inspected the computer, and there's a Trojan. And then there's a script wherein the hacker from, I don't know which part of the world, can really control the machine. So it's a real problem. But one good thing is she did not pay the $300 ransom.
What happened?
I instructed her what to do, how to combat the cyber attack. Because I'm also a white hat. Yeah. That's why I know what the black hat it's doing. So it's just the same, wearing different hats. Thank you.
Any other comments or questions? Yes, Nabi.
I have a question and a comment. One comment, something I saw in Iran. People who have iPhone, they go to a coffee net. And after that they buy some ID, iCloud ID. And I met somebody who was, hiring also government office. He didn't know whose iCloud is on his iPhone. So practically, somebody had all his information. And I told him what is iCloud and how they can access to all your information.
So it is happening in Iran sometimes.
Yeah, this is something that you should also put in your action plan, and after that, educate people about this. And the question is, if somebody has a website, HTTP, it's not HTTPS. True, when he goes in his website, is it possible somebody steal the information through his own website?
If the site is infected with malwares, not always. But HTTPS is for secure connection. When you want to like insert some information, like your password and other information in the website. But some weblogs can be infected with malwares, if not knows. Okay. But an antivirus can stop this, all of this infection and also phishing. A good antivirus can stop phishing as well. It stops you from entering non-safe websites.
Okay. And if you install one email from HTTP in your, for example, in your emails, and you have your Gmail, your Yahoo email, through that unsafe email, somebody can access to the other emails?
I don't think so, no.
Any other comments or questions? Thank you very much.
Have a good evening.